If you're a forex trader and you feel like you need to make money every single day, I want you to stop doing that seriously, because one of the biggest things that can literally destroy your trading isn't necessarily your strategy. It's the pressure you put on yourself to make money every single day. And I know this because I've been trading for about 4 years, and this is something I've had to learn for myself. So in this video, I'm going to explain why you don't need to make money every single day, what you should be focusing on, and what I personally do if the market isn't giving me anything for the day. Let's say you start your week and you tell yourself, I need to make money today. Monday comes, you take a trade, you win, and you're happy. Then Tuesday comes and the market isn't really giving you your setup. But because you have told yourself that you have to make money today, you start looking for something. Maybe you enter a setup that is not quite there. You lose. Now you are thinking, okay, I need to make that money back. So you take another trade and then you lose again. Now you are angry. And before you know it, you are no longer trading your strategy. You are now trading your emotions. And that's the trap. The market doesn't owe you any trade. It doesn't care whether you have bills to pay. It doesn't care whether you had a bad day yesterday. And it definitely doesn't care whether you need to hit your targets. This is something I really want beginners to understand. You are not paid for showing up. You are paid for being right about the opportunities you choose to participate in. There are days when I can sit in front of my charts and literally do nothing, and that's okay. Sometimes the best trade is no trade, because if your setup is not there, forcing yourself into the market just because you want to make money is basically gambling with extra steps. And I know that sounds harsh, but think about it. If your strategy says you need certain conditions before you enter a trade, and those conditions are not there, why are you entering? Because you saw something, because you are bored, or because you haven't made money today, or even because you saw somebody on TikTok saying they made $500 today, and so therefore you want to make your own. And social media makes this even worse. You open your TikTok and you see somebody saying, I made $3,000 today, I made $5,000 today. 3 trades, 3 wins, and you are there thinking what you are doing wrong. Nothing. You don't know what happened before that screenshot. You don't know their losses. You don't know their account size, and you don't even know how much risk they took in that trade. And most importantly, their trading days has nothing to do with your trading plan. You don't need to make what they made or how much they made. You only need to execute your system properly. So if we are not measuring our success by how much profit we make every single day, then what are we measuring? For me, I'll focus on 3 things. 1, did I follow my trading plan? 2, did I manage my risk properly? 3, did I take only the setup that meets my criteria? Because imagine you take 3 trades, you lose 2 and win 1. You might slightly end the day negative. But if you followed your strategy perfectly, that can actually be a successful trading day for you. On the other hand, imagine you made $500 because you completely ignored your rules, over-leveraged your accounts, and got lucky. Was that really a successful trading day? Maybe financially you made money, but from a process perspective, you have just reinforced a very dangerous habit. And that's something I think traders don't talk about enough. A profitable trade can be a bad trade, while a losing trade can be a good trade. What really matters is whether you executed correctly. So what do I actually do when I open my chart and there is nothing there? I'll simply mark my levels, do my analysis, and wait for price to approach the level I'm actually interested in. And if it doesn't happen, I'll simply close the chart for the day. That's it. I can study my previous charts, like go through my trading journals. I can work out, listen to music, or even create my content, because my goal is not to trade as much as possible. My goal is to become a better trader. And honestly, sometimes walking away from the chart is part of trading. So instead of waking up every morning saying, how much money am I going to make today? Ask yourself, is there a high quality opportunity today? That's a completely different question. One puts you in pressure while the other one puts you in control of your decisions. You don't need to win every day. You don't even need to trade every day. You need to be consistent enough to execute your strategy over a large enough sample size to actually know whether it works. If you are struggling with this right now, I want you to remember one thing. The market will still be here tomorrow. You don't have to force a trade today, and you don't have to recover yesterday's loss today. You don't really have to prove anything to anybody. Protect your capital, protect your mindset, follow your plan, and let the opportunities come to you. I'm documenting my journey of building myself as a trader and building my Forex business. So if you're interested in learning Forex, trading psychology, seeing the real process behind it, subscribe and tell me in the comment section. Do you struggle with the feeling that you have to make money every day? I'll see you in my next video. Bye.